Owain, first of all, looking ahead to a massive game for the club. I think everyone's relishing it. How are the players looking forward to Sunday's derby?
Just, as you said, really looking forward to it. It's a big game, but we wouldn't have had it any other way if we're being honest. It's been an unbelievable season, and it's an incredible. The opportunity to finish it off in style against our near neighbours is certainly an exciting prospect.
Europe is still the buzzword around Inverness. Everyone's talking about you guys potentially clinching a European place. Regardless if you do clinch Europe or not, it's still been a fantastic season.
Yeah, it really has. Whatever happens on Sunday, I think for the fans, the fact that we're going to be finishing above Ross County, whether they beat us or not on the weekend, is a big thing. But we've got that added bit of pressure of still having the opportunity to make it into Europe, and it's still in our hands, which is a huge positive. But yeah, it's a great end of season. I think we've all been involved in many seasons where the last couple of games of the season there's nothing riding on it, and it's played at a pre-season pace, if you like. But this Sunday it promises to be a bit of a war.
It's kind of a strange scenario because win, lose or draw, you could be in Europe. Motherwell might beat St Johnstone at McDiarmid Park, but I'm sure you won't be relying on that. You just need to go to Dingwall and try and equal St Johnstone's result. Yeah,
absolutely. I think, having played at St Johnstone not too long ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, we realised it's going to be a tough game for Motherwell. Steve Lomas will have the St Johnstone players right up for it, as they were against us, and they started particularly well on that afternoon. And we fully expect the same to happen on Sunday, really. St Johnstone will be well up for the game, and Motherwell, we all know, we certainly know at this football club, having after the first three games we played against them this year, they can really turn it on any particular day. But we've got to go into the game assuming St Johnstone are going to win, which means we've got to do the same.
The manager's already said it. Maybe a bit of a scrap, a bit of a battle on Sunday. What are you expecting from this derby?
Very similar to the games that we've played up at Ross County earlier in the season, the league game and the cup one, where it's sort of not a pretty game in terms of phases of play, passing movements and stuff like that. It's going to be an old school nitty gritty British type of football game where it's going to be a battle. It's whatever part of the pitch it's going to be. If it's the middle of the park, it's going to be a battle. You're going to have to win your first balls, your second balls, make sure that you get the better of your opponent, and if the majority of the team are able to do that, then we trust the quality that we've got in our side to go up there and get a result.
Games against the two have been quite tight this season, but you could argue that the quality that Cali Thistle have just kind of edged those derbies that they've won.
I think so overall, but of course looking back on the four games that we've played them, maybe five. They've scored some good goals. It shows that they've got quality in their side. However many goals they've scored against us this year, a big percentage of them have been from outside the box. Probably 5 or 6 goals, sort of the players' only dream of scoring, if you like. But overall, we've had the quality in terms of making sure that we got the results, especially here at our place. But we've not been beaten over there at Ross County, so we go into the game confident, looking forward to it, and knowing what we have to do.
It has been a tremendous season. If the club do get Europe, I mean, how amazing would that be as an achievement?
It honestly would be incredible. I mean, a lot of talk is still ongoing about Rangers not being in the league and stuff, but what that's done is it's just tightened. It's been easy for Celtic, really. They've sort of won the league in second and third gear, as you would expect. But other than that, it's been so tight, and it's been exciting, and it's a big thing for us that out of the other teams, Celtic apart, we've been right up there, right in the mix all the way through, and for us to cap it off by finishing in Europe will be deserved, and certainly for this football club, it's the equivalent of a team like Wigan, really, finishing the top 4 or 5 in the Premier League, when you're talking about budgets and stuff like that. But we've still got a job to do, and we've still got to finish it off on Sunday.
I've been asking everyone recently. It's been a fantastic season. What's been your highlight of this campaign for you?
I think you look back on Ibrox and Parkhead and winning there. Not many people get to do do that, and especially doing both in such a short period of time, whether Rangers were in the third division or not. That game at Ibrox was almost a turning point for the team, because to go there and not just win 3-0 but win comfortably, where it could have been far more than that, and not against third division players, against probably the pick of the players from various teams in the SPL last year. Beating them that comfortably gave this team a real boost, and sort of really made us feel, hey, we can play, and we deserve to be here. And that then, going to Parkhead a couple of weeks later, that followed on and gave us the belief to go there and get a result. So I think that little period there, and I think after Celtic, then going away to Aberdeen as well and getting a result there, just sort of, that was a really positive couple of weeks in this club's history, and for myself as well.
Looking ahead to next season now, and what's the latest on your kind of short-term future?
Nothing's been sorted. Nothing's been done either way here or anywhere else at the moment. So, I've said all along that I was comfortable taking my time and taking it to the end of the season, which seems to be what has happened right down to the wire. But I think to get the game on Sunday out of the way, the result, it doesn't matter. It's not as if Inverness getting into Europe one way or the other is going to affect my decision. But I'd like to get the game out of the way, and then can properly sit down. It's not as if I haven't spoken to my family and close friends and stuff like that to make a decision, but we can sort of sit down properly and really mull things over and sort of make a decision pretty soon, hopefully.
Yeah, would that be maybe next week, next couple of weeks?
I think so, yeah. I think it'll be done
before you can head off on your holidays and enjoy your pre-season, because it might be cut short this year.
Yeah, absolutely, and I've got a couple of things on the horizon, getting married and stuff in the summer, so it'd be nice to get things done before that. Going into married life, not getting too much grief off the missus, so that she knows that where we're going to be, and that I'll be doing my best to provide for her and the family. So over the next couple of weeks, hopefully something will be sorted.
You've been here 2 years now. Would you like to stick around at Cali Thistle?
I've loved it. I've loved this year. Last year was a bit of a non-event, really, being injured so early on in my time up here in the Highlands and coming back and not really being fit. This season has been brilliant, and the biggest thing this year is the dressing room. Too often I think footballers talk about the dressing room, how it's the best they've ever been in, but genuinely this is a top dressing room of down-to-earth lads, and a close-knit bunch, really, and I've made some real good friends. So that if I was to leave, that would sort of that would probably be the most difficult aspect of it, and if I was to stay, that would be the biggest reason. So as I said, I'll know for certain over the next sort of few days, week or two, and we'll see where the next chapter takes me, whether it's staying here or moving elsewhere.